Oh, that's a giant. Oh my God, that's the one. Oh my gosh, it's a giant. It is a giant. Hey everybody, how's it going? Welcome back to the channel. This is Rag Florida Fishing. This is part 7 of the hunt for a giant. We're back out here looking for a big one. Gonna try to get that around 40-inch fish. I've been hearing a lot of good things and seeing a lot of bait. So we're gonna go fish a big old bridge and see if we can get on a deeper bite. I think that might be our best shot. Now guys, I did go out and film last night. I was doing a night fishing video. I bought all these lights and all this good stuff, and the footage was garbage. I didn't want to make a full video out of it. I did jump an overslot snook on the bridge that I wasn't recording, that I was fishing last night, different bridge. But I'm going to show you guys a couple clips of a few of the fish that I caught right here. Well guys, unfortunately, I accidentally deleted all the footage from last night. I was trying to make storage on my computer to export this video, and I accidentally deleted it. Whoops. But I'm just going to kind of talk about what I did. I was fishing dock lights and the bridge, and basically I could have spent all night on dock lights throwing the 3-inch shrimp and catching a ton of jack, snook, and you know, would have had a great time, but that wasn't what I was out there for. I was out there to catch a giant. So went down to the bridge, threw the big one terrorize, and did okay. I fished it for a couple hours, and man, the wind was howling. It started to rain, the current was ripping, and you know, I really didn't get to spend as much time out there as I wanted to. I did jump a pretty decent overslot snook and ended up catching, I think it was, well, I probably caught about 10 snook, but 3 of them were over that 24-inch range, which was, you know, nice. It was a nice little snook, you know, to land. But you know, it was a tough decision for me to go film a video and not make a whole video out of that. But even with all the lights that I bought, the footage was just not there, and I didn't feel right making a whole video about it. And now there's actually no content of it. But nonetheless, I wanted to be transparent. Did go out, caught fish, but unfortunately the footage was awful. So we'll just do this little table talk here, and I hope you guys enjoy the rest of this video. Alright, boys and girls, I'm going to start the day off today with the 5.5 jerkbait from DOA, black and silver glitter. Never fished in this area before, but it looked a little saucy, so we're going to give it a try before we get out there on the river. Fishing this setup on a Penn Battle 4000 7-foot medium action Gold Cup inshore rod from Bass Pro. And what else we got here? We got the POWERPRO 30-pound. And Andy 40-pound monolure. Oh my gosh, that was a snook for sure. That was a tank. That was the giant. Oh my God. There we go. That's a better snook. Huh. He's actually, he hit a lot harder than he seemed, but he's still a good snook. Beautiful lateral line on him. Beautiful snook. See, dude? Oh my God, he almost jumped back in the boat. Golly, man. Oh my gosh. That could have been a tarpon. Holy cow. That would, whatever that was freaking enormous. All right, everybody, I'm throwing this gold glitter black back, big one terrorize. I'm gonna bounce this around the bridge, see if I think these fish are really keyed in on mullet. So I think a smaller presentation on the bottom. Let's see what the water temp is. 70, pretty much 77. But see if we can get on a fish down deep. Gonna be fishing these pilings. See if there's anything down there. I do see some like bait on the bottom. But we'll see. Let's try to get one. That's a good fish. Oh, come on. All right, let's get away from the bridge. All right, pretty good snook, but you know, still not the giant. I didn't even feel him thump or her thump. Man, she freaking choked that terrorize. Goodness gracious. Can you guys see that? Might need the pliers. All right, beautiful fish. Let's let him go or her go. Let's retie and get another one. All right, retied. Let's get another one of them beauties. You guys can see there's a ton of bait down at the bottom there. It's a good sign. It's either big bait or a bunch of jack. Looks like bait. Oh no. Oh no, we're okay. We're Gucci. Man, he thumped the crap out of that. Come here, baby. A little better one. Woo! Got that boat fight in there. Oh, come on. I gotta work on my net skills. Another decent little snook. Man, thumped the absolute. I don't know if I can replay. I don't know if I know how to do that, but if I can, I'm gonna replay how hard this fish almost pulled the rod out of my hand. Another beautiful fish, pretty much the same size as the last one. Let's let her go and head dive her right back down to the bottom. Retie and get on another one. I'm hoping the great grandma's around somewhere. All right, so I just retied because I broke off, but I actually upped my leader to 50 pound. It seemed like a good idea. Every fish I've caught so far has really chafed me, and oh, that's a giant. Oh, it felt better when it hit it. What is this? Oh. Oh, maybe it is a giant. Oh, he's on the boat. What? I'm gonna turn the trolling motor off. Is this a snook? It doesn't feel like it. Oh, it is a snook. He was fighting all funny. Get in there. All right. That was the weirdest fight of a snook I've had in a long time. But nonetheless, I'm going to take a picture with this beautiful girl. See you guys in a second. Alright, get her unhooked. Beautiful. See you, girl. Alright, and guys, the reason I'm head diving these fish is because there are a ton of bull sharks around. I've been seeing some, and a few people in the comments have been mentioning how my releases are a little bit extended or longer than they should be. As much as I'm big on conservation and handling, treating, and releasing fish as best as possible, even though I may not do it the best every time out of lack of knowledge, you know, I'd rather keep all of the appendages I came to this beautiful earth with. So I really don't feel like getting attacked or chewed on or whatever. I've seen videos of it and they say I wish I didn't do that. So you give them a good head dive. If they're not out of the water all that long, that fish was out of the water for 45 seconds, you know, you can head dive them and they should be good to go. Oh, and I'm on an oyster bar. All right, we're retied. Get this baby back out there. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to fish here for a couple more minutes, maybe fish these couple other bridges, see if there's anything hanging around the bottom, and then I'm going to try to get out of this wind and current and see if I can maybe see if there's any big fish on some docks. I would like to see if that's a thing today. I'm also glad I went up to 50 pound leader because I felt like that was the right move with that fish. Not that it brought me into structure or anything, just oh, that's a giant. Oh my god, God, that's the one. That's the one. That's the one, guys. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, this is a tank. Oh my gosh, this is a giant fish, guys. Oh my gosh, guys, this is a giant. I can feel it. Oh my god. Oh my gosh, it's a giant. It is a giant. Oh. Please, please, please. Oh my gosh, I can't even get her in the net. Oh my god, come here, girl. Oh, no, come here. Oh, she won't fit in the net. Oh my, oh guys, oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god, guys, this is a giant. Holy cow. Dude, huge. Oh my god, guys. Oh my god. Look at this fish. Holy cow. Okay, I'm gonna keep her in the water while I get my composure. Holy cow. Oh my gosh. All right. Oh my gosh. All right. I'm gonna get her on the deck, get a couple pictures, and then we're gonna, oh, I can't even get her out of the water with that. Oh my gosh. Oh my god. Guys, look at this fish. Oh my god. Thank you. This is an absolute behemoth. Alright, nose on zero. Wow. She's only 38 and a half, but an absolute tank of a fish, guys. Oh, look at this snook. Oh my god. All right. All right. Let's get her in the water. I'm gonna do it over here. Huge. The girth on her is insane. Oh, I'm hitting oysters, I don't even care. Oh, we're gonna nose her into the current. Oh. Off she goes. Look at her go. Oh my God, guys. Oh. Guys, I cannot believe that. It took 7 days. 7 days to get a giant. Oh my God. Oh. When you least expect it. Oh my gosh. Guys, I can't express to you how, I don't even know if I'm in the camera. Oh, I can't even express to you guys how much and hard I fished for that fish. I'm all up in an oyster bed right now. I don't even care. What an absolute phenomenal feeling. An absolute tank of a fish. She was only 38.5 inches, but she was every bit of the heaviest snook I've ever caught. Oh my goodness, guys. What an absolute phenomenal feeling to go out and to fish. This camera's going out. And to fish as hard as I did, and to get rewarded with a fish as big and beautiful and as thick. I mean, just the girth on that thing was just insane. I'm gonna take a minute. I'm gonna sit down, relax, have a drink, and I think tonight calls for a couple adult beverages. I mean, guys, the amount of thought and time I put into finding that one fish. I haven't stopped thinking about a fish like that since this challenge started. And I finally did it. And I'm proud of myself. I grinded real hard, you know, 7 days, you know. What an absolutely incredible fish. And I'm very proud of that one. That was a big, beautiful girl. So proud of that fish. We'll talk some more when I regain my composure. Oh my gosh, guys, that was freaking sick. Thank you, God. Very blessed to catch that fish too. You know, the stars aligned. I put the time in, and the big man upstairs said it's going to take you seven trips, and and it did. You know, I still plan on being out here until pretty much dark. But let me get out of this oyster bed because I probably look like an idiot. But oh my gosh. All right, guys. Well, we're back. I think I'm gonna still keep fishing. I've been having issues with my battery. You know, it's kind of pretty much dead. So I'm just gonna kind of fish until my battery's dead. I'm just gonna have fun with it and see if we can get on any more. I put a new terrorize on because what I do with all these big fish that I catch, you know, something for you guys if you want to do this as well. I keep the bait that I caught that fish on and about a foot of the leader, and I print the picture, and I'll hang that bait and the leader from that frame, you know, kind of as a memento to that fish, and see the fray in that line. I think that's a really cool thing that you could do, you know, with your trophies. you know, kind of, you know, I haven't fished for about 30 minutes. I've taken 30 minutes off since I caught that fish, retied, talked to a couple buddies, you know, talked to my dad, told him, you know, my dad's my biggest fan, so, you know, I had to tell him that I caught the giant I was hunting for. You know, he was just as excited as I was, so, or am. But you know, you think a lot about when you have like a goal, and I talked about this in my you know, one of my videos where I talked to you guys, you know, in my 2024 New Year's video about goals and how seriously I take them. You know, there's a lot of things that go into goals when you're trying to, you know, obtain them. You know, in the last 7 times I went out, every knot that I tied, every bait that I tied on, even though I have 4 or 5 rods with me, you know, even though I have 4 or 5 rods with me, every knot, every leader, every lure that there's a fish. Every knot, every leader. Come here, buddy. Every knot, every leader, every lure I put on was with the intention of catching that giant. Oh my God, that was not from me. That's already healed up. I don't know. Look at that. I just happened to catch him in the same spot. Goodness gracious, dude. See, man. But every knot, every leader I tied, every lure I put on was, while I was tying that knot, I thought in my head, I was like, would I be satisfied with this knot if somebody told me I was going to catch a giant on it? And that was how I went through every single knot, which I re-rig everything, every trip. You know, new leader, most of the time new baits, unless I know that it was a new bait that I tied on at the end of the last trip, because I don't want to waste baits. But you know, there's so much that goes into that, thinking about it, planning, watching tide charts, watching weather, and it all came down to that moment. And I'm so thankful that I was able to share that with you guys. One, obtain my goal, and you know, man, I grinded real hard for that, guys. I don't know if you know, like, I'm not going to make an excuse. This is not an excuse, but being in a smaller boat, it is difficult, you know, to fish heavy current, to fish when conditions aren't ideal. You know, it's one of those things that a big old boat, heavy boat with spot lock and all that stuff, it's definitely a you know, an advantage. And you know what, it's hard sometimes out here, you know, in a little boat, you know, trying to fish bridges. I mean, we know that there's big fish in bridges, so I wanted to fish bridges. There's a lot that, you know, but I'm glad I was able to share that with you guys. All right, guys, well, now that I've kind of calmed down, I mean, it's been a couple hours, but I'm still like all wound up. You know, looking back on the whole experience of the hunt for a giant, it was very unique. There was a lot that went into it. You know, every trip I re-rigged, retied, everything. I don't care if I had a fresh leader on and I didn't catch any fish or didn't even throw that rod. Fresh leader. Everything that I did was targeted towards the idea of, if the next cast on this setup was the giant that's we've been hunting for, will I be satisfied with every knot, every leader, every bait? And that was just my mentality for the last 7 trips. And we finally did it. And looking back on the giant that we caught tonight, I was talking about how I was glad that I upped my leader from 40 to 50 pound. And who knows? I mean, if I didn't do that, we could have lost that fish. You know, it's the little things that are imperative. Tie every leader knot, every knot to your lure, like the next cast could be your giant. And that's my biggest advice to you guys from this whole experience. I mean, I fished hard. I fished really freaking hard. And I fished a lot of times, places, and winds that I wouldn't have normally fished if it wasn't for this series. You know, today it was blowing hard, and I was having battery issues. You know, I used every last drop of my battery fishing today, which normally is not the case. Usually I get to 3/4 after a whole day of fishing, so I gotta figure that out. But it was just a phenomenal experience. I grinded and I made it happen, and I'm very proud of myself. A lot of this may be like just saying the same things that I said after the catch, but you know, it was a really awesome experience to test myself and grind hard and do it. You know, that it was a beautiful big fish. She wasn't as long as I thought she was gonna be, but she was so thick. She was so girthy. She had a back on her and a belly like no other. I mean, I was telling Melinda, who I would wade fish with, I was telling him, I was like, she had the mouth of a 35, but the belly of a 49. Like a giant, just absolute tank of a snook. And the fight, thank God, you know, she decided to stay between the pilings. It was a great fight. But I'm very thankful for that fish. Worked very hard for her. But I hope you all enjoyed this series. I hope you got an insight of how and why I do the things that I do. And you know, just enjoyed the ride. You know, it was a wild one. We caught a PB tarpon snook, a PB fat snook, and then not a PB common, but an absolute tank, wall-worthy. So it was really cool to do that and share that with you guys and share the whole journey, the ups, the downs, the frustrations. It's really cool to be able to share that with you guys. So I hope you all enjoyed this journey with me and, you know, take something from it. And but at the end of the day, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. There's going to be tons of more videos, tons of more content and tons of more ups just like we shared today. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys later.